Hey, this is Chris, and welcome to the Popcorn Finance Podcast.
I appreciate that.
All right, let me hear you do it.
You want to hear me do it?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, this is Chris. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to Popcorn Finance.
So you had to show me up. You added stuff in there. That wasn't in the script.
Well, I didn't want to overwhelm you with too much stuff.
All right,
I know.
It's all good. I forgive you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
It's really nice to have you. I appreciate you taking some time to talking with me.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure.
You know, on the show is a short form show. We discuss finance and about the time it takes to make a bag of popcorn. So keep it nice and short. We keep it quick. I won't hold you to too short of a time frame.
Okay.
But I know for you what you do because you. Actually, let me give you a proper introduction because you did my introduction for me. So let me properly introduce you. So today I'm joined by Chris Hogan. You've written one book right now, but you have another one that's on the cusp of coming out as well.
That's exactly right.
So when does that one come out exactly?
It's going to release on January 7th, 2019.
And then I heard pre-orders are open.
Pre-orders are open. They go to chrishogan360.com. It's called Everyday Millionaires, How Ordinary People Built Extraordinary Wealth and How You Can Too. So $20 right now will get you the book. And then I'm going to bribe people. I'm going to give you the audiobook, the ebook. You're going to get a video lesson from me about how to retire inspired. And then you're going to get a video lesson from Dave on that it's okay to build wealth. So you can get all that for $20 right now at my website, chrishogan360.com.
Oh, perfect. I'll put that in the
Thank
show
you for
notes
putting
too.
that out there.
Oh, yeah, of course. And, I want to ask you a question because on your show, the Chris Hogan Show, you're all about answering people's questions.
Yes.
And helping them with their retirement, helping them with their finances, getting everything in order. So I want to know for you, what is your dream retirement? What does that look like for you?
Oh, I like that. Here's the deal. I've got 3 boys right now. They are 14, 13, and 11. My dream is that one day I get to be a granddad, right? I had incredible grandparents growing up. Didn't have a lot of money, but they spent time. You remember, sitting on the front porch, sitting on the back porch, taking Sunday drives, right? And they poured into this little Kentucky boy. So my dream is that one day I get to be that kind of grandparent, that I get to pour into them and spend time. And so that's what I want to do. I want to be the kind of grandparent that you go, that's somebody that made a difference into some young people's lives.
It's amazing because I think one thing a lot of people don't talk about, they always talk about the money, but time is something, it's limited. You're only going to get so much of it. And when you set yourself up for the future, you're just basically giving yourself more time to do what you want to do.
That's exactly right. I tell people that. I say, listen, the first thing I want to do is retire my alarm clock. All right? I got some creative ways to get rid of that bad boy too, okay? But also, you're right. When you do and you handle money well, you get to do more of the want-tos, not the have-tos. And so you're right, time is a commodity. Yeah. And so let's use more of it doing things that we care about for the people we care about the most.
Exactly.
But we got to take care of business right now to get to that point.
Yeah, you can't help someone until you help yourself, really, right?
That's exactly right.
So I want to know, now that you have a firm grasp on retirement and what you're looking for, but how has that changed for you in the position you are in life now as compared to, say, a decade ago or 2 decades ago? What do you notice differently about what you expect or want out of retirement?
Boy, that's a great question. I'd say the biggest shift in the last 10, 15 years was earlier in retirement, I kept thinking about the things I wanted from me, right? The things I was me. I had a pronoun problem, as I call it. Now I've transitioned and I'm more excited about the things I get to do for others. Establishing a scholarship fund in my grandparents' names. Being able to spoil these grandbabies one day, being able to take care of my boys, my community, charities I believe in. So I'd say that's the biggest shift. I'm starting to think bigger and it's not about me.
I love that because I noticed that when I was talking to someone else about this, they're talking about like the level of needs and how when you're struggling, when you just need the basics, when you just need food, you can't really think about the big picture. You're just thinking about day to day.
That's right.
But when you set yourself up in this position where you've got a plan, you're working towards it, it allows you to think bigger, which I think is huge because you can't really affect other people's lives if you're just constantly worried about yourself.
No, you're right. And I think even I've seen people that are living paycheck to paycheck that are at that point, but I've seen the light bulb go off for them. Where you ever been at that point where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's when we make changes. That's when stuff starts to happen. And so I've seen people that were living paycheck to paycheck make some changes, right? And start to think about ways to bring in extra money, how to get more managing what they have better. And I've seen these people turn it around. So it doesn't necessarily mean you can't. It just means you haven't yet.
Exactly. You just need someone to kind of flip that switch for you, right?
That's exactly right.
Because it's amazing when you realize there's another way to do things, and you have other options other than just struggling and being stressed out. And so it's amazing. So I really appreciate what you do when you get that information out there because you can see people's minds like flip, like, oh, I got options, other things I can do. There's other ways to handle this situation.
I'm going to tell you, as I travel and I speak, that's one of the things that I look for, the aha moment.
Yeah.
I love to see it from stage when the light bulb goes off and people see things and you go, they're not going to unsee that,
Yeah,
right? You can
exactly.
tell it hit home. And I love that moment because you know they're going to go out and go do some stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Someone had asked me that earlier today. They said, what was your aha moment? And, for me, it was when I realized that, retirement wasn't, when I turn 65, that's when I retire. There's things I can do to set when I want my retirement to be. And I'm not dependent upon when everyone else thinks retirement should be. So it's like it just hits you and you're just like, I can't think about it the same way again.
Well, and for me, my aha moment was car payments. See, I always thought you had to have one.
Yeah.
I just did. I thought that, right?
Yeah.
And that's PD. That was pre-Dave, right? And so seeing that and having that mind shift and go, no, you don't. That's just something most people do, but you don't have to. So now you can keep that $500 in your budget, or you can invest it, or do something for a family member, or whatever. You don't have to send it to the car lot. So that was my big aha.
That's huge. I've recently been looking at that a lot, and that it's just ingrained. You got to go get a new car, right? You got to have a car payment. That's just part of life. So, I want to ask you, as we come towards the end here, for you, what is one tip that you like to leave, or if maybe it's a couple tips together that for people listening and they're looking at their retirement and they don't really know what to expect or they don't know what they should be doing? What's something they should be looking at even just to get started?
No, that's a great point. I would say the first step is I want you to take your 401k or 403b statement and I want you to get with an investment professional tomorrow. Like, I want you to take it, set up an appointment, go sit down and talk with them, let them look it over and give you some tips and some guidance, right? Because I'm going to tell you this, if I have a toothache, I'm going to go see a dentist.
Yeah.
If my car, now I'm not, are you mechanically inclined?
Enough to keep my car running.
Okay, see, I'm not even that. I put gas and oil, that's all I got. So if I got a car problem, I'm going to go see a mechanic. Well, I think a lot of people have a money problem, and we need to go see a professional, somebody that can guide you, right? Because your money is too important to your future. And so get that statement out, go meet up with an investment professional, let's get some guidance.
No, that's great. That's great advice. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And one fun thing I always like to do with my guests, I ask them like this quick set of rapid fire questions.
Uh-oh.
It's not technical.
All
It's
right.
not going to be hard.
Rapid.
So
So how fast do I need to answer?
as fast as you're comfortable with.
That's okay, let's go.
All right, you ready?
All right, here we go.
Here's my favorite one. Start
All
out
right.
with, do you enjoy popcorn? And if you do, what's your favorite flavor?
Oh, I do enjoy popcorn, and I like butter.
Butter. You put salt on that?
Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to make sure. That would have been weird if there wasn't salt on it.
Yeah, you'd have to throw me off the show.
I was gonna say, Steve, we gotta wrap this up.
Absolutely.
All right, so number 2, when was the last time that you just spent money on yourself, just for fun, nothing responsible, just something you enjoy?
Last week,
What'd you do?
I bought a shirt for myself.
I like that. Was it something you've been looking out for, or you just caught
Actually,
your eye?
no, I was out browsing. I saw it, tried it on, which I never normally do, and I loved it. So I bought it. $40.
I like that. Every now you get a shirt that fits right, you just gotta pick it up
Got
sometimes.
to get it.
All right, my next question for you: if you see a quarter on the ground, are you gonna pick it up?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna take it up one. If you see a penny on the ground, are you gonna pick that up?
Yes.
Okay, I respect that.
Yes.
I respect that.
And all 3 of my boys would do the same thing.
If someone just gave you 2 airline tickets, go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Oh, I'm going to Italy.
Going to Italy?
Yes.
I like that answer.
Yes.
You have a specific city you're looking for?
Anywhere over there.
Anywhere?
Yeah. Would love just the culture, the food. I'd love to get over there.
That's a place I got. I've never left the country, so I need to do something about that.
Yeah. No, I haven't either.
You haven't? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
People look at me weird when I say that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I've been to Cancun.
Okay, well, that counts.
That counts. All right, never mind. You're by
I'm
yourself.
by myself again. Thank
All
you. All right, the last thing I'm going to leave you with, last question. What is your most proud money moment? So just something you've done that you just I
Dude,
made a good decision.
I'll tell you.
with this.
Nope, I can go back 10 years ago. I took cash in. I went to the bank, withdrew a dollar amount, and I went and paid cash for my first car. I was very proud because I left that car dealership with a car and not a payment.
That's huge.
And that was when the cycle, I'd already knew I wasn't going to ever get another one, right? Another car payment. So I saved up. I made a car payment to my savings account each month, and I got the cash out. And I have to tell you, it was probably one of my most proud financial moments because now I couldn't say that I have never done it or that I couldn't do it because I did it. Right, I did it, and I'll never forget. After that, for the next couple of months, I kept waiting on a statement to come in the mail, right? And I didn't have to pay anybody anything because I paid cash for that car. So that was my most proud moment.
That's a great answer.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a really great answer. I appreciate your time. I
Absolutely,
definitely
man.
appreciate talking with you. And before we get out of here, where can people go to find out more about you, about your book? Where's a good place for them to reach out?
Well, best place to go is just chrishogan360.com. That's chrishogan360.com. There's information on there about my show, about books, about events. Everything Chris Hogan related is right there.
Okay, that's perfect. I'll make sure all that's going in the show notes. I think there's some great information you put out there, and I think it's just a good way to make people think differently, really analyze what's going on.
I appreciate it. Now, hold on. I can't let you go. I got a question.
For me?
What's your favorite popcorn flavor?
It's got to be kettle corn.
Kettle
It's got to
corn.
be kettle corn.
Does that qualify as popcorn?
Yeah, because it's basically just popcorn with sugar on it.
I feel like kettle corn's in another category.
You can. Okay, what are in the regular popcorn
I
category?
mean, you just got Cajun barbecue. Man, I don't know. I'm not a popcornologist. But kettle corn.
Kettle corn.
All right. I'll take that.
Next time you're out, grab some.
I am.
You got to grab some.
All right.
I wish I had some for you. I don't, but
I will send you some.
I appreciate that.
Yep. I'll do it, brother. I appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you again. I appreciate
Absolutely.
your
Good to
time.
be on with you.
Oh, thank you. I want to say thank you again to Chris Hogan for joining me on the show. He was very popular at the conference. He was in high demand, so I really appreciate him giving a little bit of his time to me and joining me on the show. I'll have a write-up of everything we discussed today in the show notes. Just go to popcornfinance.com/82. And, our conversation got me really interested in hearing more answers to the question, what is your dream retirement? I really enjoyed Chris Hogan's answer, and I would really like to know what your answer is to that question. I want to know what your dream retirement looks like. So let me know. Send me your answers. And there's two easy ways to do it. So the first way is to grab your phone, go to your web browser, and then in there, just type in popcornfinance.com/voicemail. And that'll take you directly to my voicemail page. And you can leave me a message just like you're making a phone call. You just hold the phone up to your head, record your message, send it over, quick and easy. But if you don't like recording your own voice, you can send your message to me in written form by sending me an email to questions@popcornfinance.com. And then I'll just read it on the show for you. So, but I want to know your answers. I'm really interested in hearing more answers to this question. And let me throw in two bonus questions as well. I want to know, one, what is your favorite flavor of popcorn? And then two, is kettle corn a flavor of popcorn? Because I believe it is. Chris Hogan was debating me a little bit on that one, but I think it counts as a flavor. So I want to know, I want your take. I want you to help settle this debate for me. Next week, I'll be joined by the one and only Bethany Bayless. She's the co-host for the Money Millhouse podcast. Bethany did an amazing job hosting FinCon, and she has just so much energy. She has such a great personality. I was so excited to have her on the show. So next week, Bethany's going to help me give you a quick recap of FinCon, and we'll also go over some of our favorite things from the conference. But before I go, I want to say thanks to Ally Bank for sponsoring the live podcast setup I used at FinCon 18. When it comes to your money and everything you're working for, do it right. Ally. As always, I appreciate you joining me here for another bag of popcorn. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.
Your boy keep it poppin' like Mary Poppins.